Honorable Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka has made a major political U-turn, and he has finally accepted to support the Kenya Kwanza Alliance and Dr. William Samoei Ruto's government. This decision made by Kalonzo Musyoka is actually a big blow to Raila Amolo Odinga, the Azimio la Umoja presidential candidate, but it is also an advantage to Dr. William Samoei Ruto. And I'm saying this simply because, you know, William Ruto has been searching for Kalonzo Musyoka to join the Kenya Kwanza Alliance, but Kalonzo Musyoka has been refusing. Just recently, William Ruto revealed to us that he actually held several meetings with Kalonzo Musyoka to try and convince him to join the Kenya Kwanza Alliance, but Kalonzo Musyoka has been refusing. In fact, William Ruto went ahead to send some of the Ukambani leaders to try and convince Kalonzo Musyoka to join the government, but Kalonzo has been refusing it. But if you have been noticing Kalonzo Musyoka's recent political moves according to his behavior, you can clearly tell that Kalonzo Musyoka's heart, he is actually interested to joining the Kenya Kwanza Alliance. For example, in the just concluded holiday, was it Mashujaa Day, which was held at Uhuru Garden, Kalonzo Musyoka was the only Azimio la Umoja Alliance leader who attended that event. Other Azimio la Umoja Alliance leaders like Raila Amolo Odinga, Martha Karua, and Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta boycotted that event and rejected Dr. William Samoei Ruto's invitation to attend the Mashujaa Day celebration. So that is the first point. The second point is that Dr. William Ruto recently in Ukambani area, he made it very clear to us that he actually held several meetings with Kalonzo Musyoka. But the question is, does the Azimio la Umoja party leader, Raila Amolo Odinga, know about these meetings being held by Kalonzo Musyoka and William Ruto? That is the question. So if Raila Amolo Odinga was not aware of these meetings, secret meetings being held by Kalonzo Musyoka, and William Ruto actually tells you that Kalonzo Musyoka was actually on his way to joining the Kenya Kwanza Alliance, the only thing that Kalonzo Musyoka is actually afraid of is something to do with the entire Azimio la Umoja. First of all, what will the Azimio la Umoja Alliance leaders talk about him if he actually opens up and joins the Kenya Kwanza Alliance? What will the Azimio la Umoja Alliance, supporters, what will they say about Kalonzo Musyoka if he openly joined the Kenya Kwanza Alliance? But he has finally made a decision to support the Kenya Kwanza Alliance. And Kalonzo Musyoka has given us some of the reasons as to why he has decided finally to support the Kenya Kwanza Alliance. One thing you must understand, ladies and gentlemen, is that Kalonzo Musyoka is in Azimio la Umoja Alliance, which is the official opposition side. And the work of the opposition is not to join the government. The work of the opposition, or the role of the opposition, is not to support the government. The main role of the opposition is to provide an oversight of the ruling government. But the dilemma is that Kalonzo Musyoka has decided to support the Kenya Kwanza Alliance. And according to Kalonzo Musyoka's arguments is that why he decided to join or to support the Kenya Kwanza Alliance, the first reason that he's giving us is that it is because he does not want Dr. William Ruto to fail as the president of the Republic of Kenya. So his main agenda in supporting William Ruto's government is that he wants William Ruto to succeed as the president of the Republic of Kenya. And I heard him very clearly when he was speaking, when he was making his speech that in the time of competition, political competition will come and they will compete. But as at now, he wants Dr. William Samoei Ruto to succeed in his government. The second reason that Kalonzo Musyoka is giving us is that it is because of the high economic crisis here in Kenya. We all know about the economy of Kenya right now as we speak. Majority of Kenyans are actually languishing in poverty simply because of the high economy. So Kalonzo Musyoka has decided to support the Kenya Kwanza Alliance or William Ruto's government so that he can help or he can assist William Ruto to actually liberate the economy of this country. That is the second point. And the third point is that it is because of the drought, the hunger, and also the starvation that it is all over the country. Majority of Kenyans are actually dying of because of drought. You know, so Kalonzo Musyoka has decided to support William Ruto on that side. And the third point is that he has decided to support Dr. William Samoei Ruto simply because he is actually his elder brother. Kalonzo Musyoka has made it very clear that his main agenda of supporting William Ruto is actually because him, Kalonzo Musyoka, is actually the elder brother of Dr. William Ruto. And he has made it very clear that he cannot stand and look at William Ruto carrying the whole burden of, all these problems alone. So he is willing to support Dr. William Samoei Ruto also. On that side, those are the reasons that Kalonzo Musyoka is giving us. And also not to forget about the Kenya Airways strike. Kalonzo Musyoka has given some of his opinions concerning the strike, the KQ or the Kenya Airways strike, that all these leaders or all these workers must come together so that they can negotiate with the government. And he has made it very clear that he called the KOTU Secretary General concerning this issue, and they had a meeting with him, with KOTU Secretary General Francis Atwoli concerning this issue, and that they were actually working on negotiations so that he can help or he can assist Dr. William Samoei Ruto also on that side. And also remember that Kalonzo Musyoka has made it very clear that the Kenya Kwanza Alliance alone, as the ruling government, cannot, cannot solve all these problems alone. They require the help from other forces, from Kalonzo Musyoka, who is openly willing to work with the government simply because of this country, because this country is a bigger side, So that is why Kalonzo Musyoka has decided to join the Kenya Kwanza Alliance. Now the question is, after Kalonzo Musyoka has made this decision to support the Kenya Kwanza Alliance, what do you say about it? Is it a good move or is a bad move by Kalonzo Musyoka? So before I give you 2 or 3 reasons on the good side and the bad side of that decision made by Kalonzo Musyoka, if you're watching this video for the first time, kindly support me by subscribing to my YouTube channel. Please give this video a like so that YouTube can recommend my channel to reach out to other people. And to my subscribers also, I just want to take this opportunity to thank you guys for your continued support. Actually, I'm not taking your support for granted. Now, this final decision made by Kalonzo Musyoka has its own good side and also its own bad side. The good thing is that Kalonzo Musyoka's move to support the president will actually initiate several projects in the Ukambani region. That is the good side. And I heard Raila Amolo Odinga arguing that the government must work to deliver projects to each and every Kenyan. It does not matter whether you voted for the government or you did not vote for the government, but because you are paying taxes, the government should initiate projects in your area. But I just want to disagree with that statement made by Raila Amolo Odinga, simply because if I may give an example of the handshake, after the handshake, that is when Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta decided, to deliver projects in the larger Luo Nyanza region. But if it were not for that handshake, these projects would not have been unveiled by Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. So it is very, very important for you to support the government so that the government can initiate different projects in your area. So that is the good advantage of Kalonzo Musyoka supporting the government. The good side also is that he will now assist the government. Each and every time the government needs him, he is willingly ready to support the government so that, the government can also deliver on its project. And the third advantage is that he will at least have something in the ruling government so that he can prepare himself politically. Kalonzo Musyoka being sidelined from the government for such a very long time is not a good thing to him. Yet his friends, somebody like Musalia Mudavadi, people like Wetangula, are actually in the government, taking the most powerful positions there. Yet they were with him previously in the NASA coalition. So I think right now, if he joins the government, it will be actually a good thing for him so that at least he can work with, he can join his colleagues, former colleagues, so that they can work together in the ruling government and prepare himself politically. But it has also, or Kalonzo Musyoka's decision has also one disadvantage. And the disadvantage is that there will be a weak opposition side. We need the opposition side so that, the government can deliver, so that it can provide the oversight. So Kalonzo Musyoka joining the government actually means that the opposition side is now weak. I don't know what you think. Let me hear your thoughts on the comment section below. Otherwise, I don't have much to say. See you in the next video. Thank you so much, guys.